Why are Western countries so uneasy about Sahel nations uniting to protect their natural resources? Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the complex issue of why Western countries are uncomfortable with Sahel nations asserting control over their abundant resources. This region, rich in oil, natural gas, gold, uranium, and other minerals, has long been a focus of Western interests. However, recent moves by Sahel countries to assert greater control over their resources have sparked significant concern in the West. Historically, the relationship between the Sahel and Western countries has been shaped by colonial legacies. European powers, particularly France, dominated the region during the 19th and early 20th centuries, exploiting its resources extensively. Even after gaining independence, many Sahel countries continued to face external exploitation, with foreign companies maintaining significant control over their valuable resources. In recent years, Sahel countries have recognized the need to protect their resources from external exploitation. This shift has been driven by several factors, including the desire for economic independence, political stability, and environmental protection. Additionally, regional cooperation among Sahel countries has been strengthening, as seen with organizations like the G5 Sahel, which includes Burkina Faso, Chad, Mali, Mauritania, and Niger. One prominent example of this shift is Niger, one of the world's largest producers of uranium. For decades, French companies like Orano, formerly Areva, have dominated Niger's uranium mining industry. However, Niger has recently renegotiated contracts to secure a higher share of revenue and increase oversight of mining operations, causing friction with France. Similarly, Mali, Africa's third-largest gold producer, has sought to renegotiate mining contracts and increase taxes on foreign mining companies to address concerns over environmental damage and unfair profit sharing. These efforts have been met with resistance from multinational corporations, worried about reduced profitability and investment risks. Chad's oil sector has seen similar moves. The Chadian government has nationalized assets and increased state participation in oil projects, leading to disputes with foreign companies like ExxonMobil and Chevron. These actions highlight the broader trend of Sahel countries seeking greater control over their resources, despite significant opposition from Western interests. Western countries are uneasy for several reasons. Firstly, they have long relied on access to Sahel resources to fuel their economies. The region's oil, gas, and minerals are crucial for various industries, including energy, technology, and manufacturing. Any move by Sahel countries to restrict access or impose stricter regulations threatens these economic interests. Secondly, control over resources has significant geopolitical implications. The West has used its influence in the Sahel to secure strategic advantages, including military bases and political alliances. A shift towards resource sovereignty could reduce Western geopolitical leverage in the region and strengthen the autonomy of Sahel countries. Additionally, the global market for natural resources is highly interconnected. Any disruption in the supply of resources from the Sahel could impact global prices and market stability, causing concern among Western nations. Moreover, Western investors and corporations are wary of the increased risks associated with doing business in the Sahel. Stricter regulations, nationalization efforts, and political instability can deter investment and complicate existing operations. This uncertainty poses a significant challenge for companies that have invested heavily in the region. Before we continue, we'd like to remind our viewers to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more insightful content about significant global issues. Sahel countries have been leveraging international organizations and alliances to bolster their resource protection efforts. The African Union, AU, has been a vocal advocate for resource sovereignty and sustainable development in Africa. Through initiatives such as the African Mining Vision, the AU aims to promote transparent and equitable management of mineral resources across the continent. Sahel countries have aligned with these goals, seeking support from the AU in their efforts to protect resources. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has also played a crucial role in fostering regional cooperation and economic integration among West African countries. Sahel nations have worked with ECOWAS to develop common policies and strategies for resource management, enhancing their collective bargaining power and reducing the influence of external actors. As Western influence wanes, Sahel countries have increasingly turned to emerging partners, particularly China, for investment and support. China's approach, characterized by infrastructure investments and non-interference in domestic affairs, has been appealing to Sahel nations seeking to diversify their economic partnerships. This shift has further complicated the West's position in the region. The tension between Sahel countries' desire for resource sovereignty and Western interests highlights the need for a balanced approach that addresses the concerns of all stakeholders. Ensuring transparency in negotiations between Sahel governments and foreign companies can build trust and ensure fair agreements. Independent oversight bodies and international mediators can help facilitate these negotiations. Emphasizing sustainable resource management practices can align the interests of Sahel countries and foreign investors. Implementing environmental and social governance, ESG standards, can mitigate negative impacts and promote long-term benefits for local communities. Sahel countries should continue to diversify their economies to reduce dependency on a single resource or foreign investor. Developing sectors such as agriculture, tourism, and renewable energy can create alternative revenue streams and enhance economic resilience. Engaging in international cooperation and dialogue is essential to address the complex challenges of resource management. Collaborative efforts involving governments, multinational organizations, and civil society can promote equitable and sustainable resource use. Investing in capacity building for local institutions and communities can enhance resource management capabilities. Training programs, technology transfer, and knowledge sharing can empower Sahel nations to take control of their resources effectively. The West's unease over Sahel countries' efforts to protect their resources underscores the complex interplay of economic, geopolitical, and environmental factors. As Sahel nations strive for resource sovereignty, they face significant challenges and resistance from powerful external actors. However, by fostering regional cooperation, engaging in transparent negotiations, and prioritizing sustainable practices, Sahel countries can navigate these challenges and secure a more equitable and prosperous future. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis on global issues. Your support helps us continue to provide valuable content and raise awareness about critical topics.